Greetings and welcome to this session. I would like to talk about the different types of salts which are essential to our human body. To begin with, let me talk about the table salt. This is the table salt. As you can see, it is very white in color. Let me just show us. This table salt, it is majorly made of two elements, sodium chloride. Sodium is a vitalized element needed in the body. It helps to transport sugar to the blood. Sodium chloride is so harsh, and if injected direct to the veins, it can kill a person. We need to take sodium chloride, but in its natural state with the other minerals, which are very essential. It kills the taste buds. This explains the reason why the users of sodium chloride puts it in large quantity in the food. Sodium chloride causes imbalance in the cellular level, thus leading to the swelling of the cell. This leads to high blood pressure. We need to realize that the table salt, when it's taken in large quantities or in our every meal, it leads to high concentration of sodium and low potassium concentration in the cell, thus leading to imbalance in the cell. And also we need to realize and to note that the solution is not to stop taking salt, because as you've heard and as you've been learning, and also to create an awareness, many people are being told not to use salt whenever they have the problem with pressure. The solution is not to stop taking salt. The solution is to find out which is the best salt to use. Now, when we just do away with salt from our diet, the effect is low concentration of sodium in the cell, leading to cellular imbalance. Now, let me show you one of the major or the good salts to use in our tables. As you can see, this is the pink Himalayan salt. This salt, it's very important, and it has got different minerals, which are about 82 mineral elements. And these elements are found in the body, which includes the sodium chloride, the sulfate, calcium, potassium, and magnesium. These elements or these mineral elements are the ones which gives it its pink color. We need also to realize that this salt is very important, and it can be used to aid in vascular health. It supports the healthy lungs and the respiratory function, and also, as I have explained, because of its concentration of minerals, about 82 of them, we realize that it promotes or stabilizes the pH balance within the cells. Another important thing to note is it promotes healthy sleep patterns. So for those who have insomnia condition, the best thing to do is to stop using the table salt and begin using the Himalayan pink salt. Another use is that it prevents muscle cramps. It also eliminates your psoriasis and acne pain. Another important use is that it promotes kidney and gallbladder health when compared to common chemically treated salt, especially this one, the table salt. It has many uses. However, the most important thing to note is it has 82 mineral elements as compared to just the 2 mineral elements which are found in the table salt. There is another important salt that we need to use, that is the Celtic salt. The Celtic salt, it awakens the taste buds, and it has got 82 minerals and elements in it. Another important thing we need to note about this Celtic salt is that it has got trace minerals such as magnesium, potassium, selenium, zinc, copper, iron, and manganese. These elements or these mineral elements are very vital and very important in our body. The Celtic salt has a much higher trace mineral content, that is 17.5%, than the Himalayan salt. So, my dear brothers and sisters, the best salt to use is the Celtic salt. If you cannot be able to find it, or if it's not within your reach, another equally important salt to use is the Himalayan or the pink Himalayan salt. You need to do away with the sodium chloride major element salt. Let me talk about another type of salt which is very important. We've got the Epsom salt with us. You can look. Just have a look at it. This salt is very important. However, its use is not just in our day-to-day meals. And let me just explain and describe to us some of its important or some of its uses. This salt, it helps in the body aches, you know, when you are having the backaches, when you are having your feet is in pain. It also helps to relieve stress and also aid in the sleep. It is also very important for those people who are suffering from insomnia. It also helps in the healthy feet. It also helps to relieve constipation, anti-inflammatory, sunburn relief, splinter removal, punish blackheads. It's also very important when it comes to relieving poison and also cold and flu relief, among other treatments. Now, what you need to note all about this salt, it's majorly put in water. You can take like two teaspoons of it and put it in water. Let me just do a demonstration. This is the Epsom salt. If you have any of such conditions, what you need to do is to take 2 tablespoons, like this one. 2 teaspoons, rather, not tablespoon. A teaspoon is that spoon which is smaller as compared to the tablespoon. So this is a teaspoon. You just put it, let me say, like in a packet, like 2 of them. And then you add some water. Of course, it will form a solution. And then you dip your feet inside there. Just leave your feet for about 30 minutes. You can even leave it like for even about 3 hours. And then it will relieve the pain you are suffering from. And it's very important for those people who are suffering from pressure, from diabetes, arthritis, among other conditions, which brings body aches and pains. And another thing you need to note about this salt is that you can do a poultice of the same to relieve the pain. But the most important thing is it is the salt which is mainly used for aches in the body of different conditions and diseases. Now, let me say something very important. When one is suffering from like constipation, one is suffering from poor digestion, you need to do what we call a salt flush. A salt flush is a situation where you just take like 2 teaspoons of the Himalayan salt. You just put it in a container of 1 liter warm water. You shake it well, and then you drink it very quickly within 5 to 15 minutes. This one will help you to have a running stomach, and thus it helps to relieve you from the constipation or indigestion condition. The salts which are used in the salt flush is mainly the pink Himalayan salt or the Celtic salt. Never should you take the common salt or the table salt direct to your body. And when it comes to Epsom salt, it's not good just to use it when you are doing the salt flush. The major use of this Epsom salt is when you are putting it in water so that it can relieve you from the different body pains. Lastly, because of the questions which I've ever received, let me just show the differences between the tablespoon and the teaspoon. This is the tablespoon. A tablespoon is the spoons which we usually use in our tables. The teaspoon is smaller in size as compared to the tablespoon. Brethren, let us note that in the book of Matthew chapter 5, verse 13, the Bible says that ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost its savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. I realize that the salt which has lost its savour or its mineral elements, it is the table salt. Therefore, it's good for nothing. It is supposed to be trodden under feet for men to step on it. My dear brothers and sisters, let's stop and refrain from using this table, the common salt or the table salt, because it's going to bring about different diseases and conditions in our body, including the blood pressure, because it leads to imbalance in the cellular level. Let us just begin using the pink Himalayan salt and the Celtic salt. Celtic salt is the best, followed by the pink Himalayan salt. The sufferers of high blood pressure, the sufferers of diabetes, with other many different types of body aches, you are advised to use the Epsom salt to relieve you from the same by just putting it in water. The best water to use, it is the warm water. However, those people who are suffering from high blood pressure, you can just use the lukewarm water. Thank you so much for listening. God bless.